Yo, what's up, everybody? Nixter Bros Ultimate back at again with another video. And hold on one second. Sorry, I was starting to feel uncomfortable. Today, as you can tell by the title of this video, I am doing something, different of, choking on chips. I literally just had chips, like, not too long ago, and my voice is, like, super scratchy. But as you can tell by the title of this video, I am going to be talking about my top 10 most wanted champions for the beginning of 2020. Why do I say beginning of 2020? I am planning on doing a top 10 at literally the beginning of every year for Marvel's Contested Champions, and then I'll do one at the end of the year for Marvel's Contested Champions. So it's going to be a yearly thing. So yeah, and then I'll okay. The Royal Rumble. Quick side note update, wrestling ADD. I fucking love ADD. Anyways, my ADD is worse because oh, my brain. Anyway, I will be doing a predictions video for the Royal Rumble on Friday, January 28th, because the Royal Rumble is on the 29th, so I'm going to be doing all of that. So yeah, so I'm just going to make a note down in one of my notebooks. Okay, sorry, I didn't have the right notebook. The right list on my notebook. Anyway, I'll just write down a notebook and I'll do a video like I'm doing right now for this. Notebook. Anyway, before we get on with the actual list, the actual top 10s, I'm gonna get straight into this. I'm just gonna quickly do some honorable mentions. I have two. Number one, the the Spider-Man integrated suit from Spider-Man No Way Home, and the Agatha Harkness. Spider-Man integrated suit from Spider-Man No Way Home, I don't think it's gonna get in, but I would like it to come in. It's a brand new Spider-Man suit, and I know that they add stuff into the video, into Marvel's Contest of Champions for the movies and stuff, of course, but I think this Spider-Man suit would just be really, really cool addition. We have multiple different Spider-Man suits, so why not the integrated suit? It looks really, really cool, and I would love to have it in the game. Next up is Agatha Harkness. I think a lot of people confident enough that Agatha Harkness is gonna win. In the next upcoming Summoner's Choice of 2022 for Marvel's Contest of Champions. So yeah, it's now I put her as an honorable mention because she's more likely gonna win, because it's gonna be the Agatha Harkness from WandaVision. I don't want her to win. My number one for the top 10 is my choice that I want to win it all. Number 2 is the runner-up. My second most one is my runner-up for who I most want. Anyways, I'll get to that later on in the video. Anyways, so yeah, Agatha Harkness will be a great addition, and I feel like she'd play out very well. She's one of those Marvel characters. Wow, I cannot see on my glasses for shit. She is one of those Marvel characters that Contest of Champions would add just because. You have people like Nimrod in there, and Venom the Duck, that's Howard the Duck, which, yes, Howard the Duck is also in this game. We also have Silver Warrior, which, correct me if I'm wrong down in the comment section below, but I believe Civil Warrior is a Marvel Contest of Champions original. Well, okay, that's better, I can actually see. I believe he's a Marvel's Contest of Champions original. I might be wrong about that, I might not be wrong about that. Let me know down in the comment section below if I am or if I'm not. Anyway, I love him. Anyways, Agatha Harkness would be a great addition, but kind of want Spider-Man in gray suit more. But I'm pretty sure I'm 75% confident that she'll win. I don't want her to win, but because of her having the WandaVision outfit on, I think she'll win. because a lot of Marvel fans will pick her just because of that reason. Anyways, let's go on with the list. Now, the list isn't going to be about... You'll understand. Okay, so coming in at my number 10 choice for the beginning of 2022, it's Silk. Now, Silk is a multiversal Spider-Man. It's like a different multiverse of a Spider-Man, Spider-Woman, I guess a Spider-Woman. I do not have any comic books around me right now with Silk on them. If you do not know who Silk is, just go to Google, pause the video, go to Google, look up Marvel Silk, press enter, just go to images and just scroll and then you'll find it. But if you do know who Silk is, great. But I feel like with all the different multiversal Spider-Men and Spider-Women, I feel like Silk would be a great addition, and that just seems like one Marvel would just, Marvel's Contest of Champions would just randomly throw in there. And because she has her own comic book series and whatnot, and I think she has one going on. I might be wrong about that, but I don't know. Next up, at number 9, is Firestar. Firestar, I kind of knew about, I kind of didn't know about. Firestar, I saw who she was in Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. I had no idea what her name was because I saw the Lego Daily Bugle Spider-Man set, and I looked at it, I'm like, oh, so that's the one girl from Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends. Remember that old cartoon? I really can't say anything. Like, if you're a Marvel fan, you know that cartoon. But if you're a brand new Marvel fan, that came out in, like, 1981-ish. Probably earlier than that. I don't know. I think 1981 it came out. But, yeah. But it is an older series. It came of Spider-Man, Firestar, and Iceman, which Firestar I did learn about from that series, and I think she would be a great addition to the roster because, for one thing, we literally only have one Marvel character that starts with an F, and that is Falcon. I almost said Silver Surfer, but no, Falcon. And that's literally just Falcon. I think that we'd be great at that. I think Firestar would be a great addition to the roster. I feel like she's just going to be one of those Marvel characters that Contest of Champions would just be like, yeah, sure, let's throw it in there because nostalgia, and I am absolutely in love with that. I love learning about new Marvel characters. That's actually how I learned about some newer Marvel characters. Like, that's how I learned about Hyperion and Civil Warrior and a bunch of other things as well. I knew about Howard the Duck, but yeah, which Howard the Duck, that's funny. He literally comes in like a mech robot suit. If you're like, yeah, if you never played Marvel's Contest of Champion, he comes in like his big mech suit. Awesome. Also, if you do play Marvel's Contest of Champions and this is your first time watching me, welcome to the channel. Now, I know my bio says that it's just going to be Super Smash Bros. Content or other things. It's literally just going to be other things. I want to make more Marvel Contest of Champions videos, so if you do play Marvel's Contest of Champions, if you want more Marvel's Contest of Champions people to watch, please subscribe to the channel. It'll help me out dearly, and speaking of helping me out, please like the video so I know that you actually enjoy watching this stuff. It'll help me figure out, like, okay, people like watching this and whatnot. So yeah, so if you're new to this channel and if you play Marvel's Contest of Champions, welcome. I will give you later on in the year, maybe, possibly, I don't know, like depending on if I'm still playing the game or not, which I probably will be, because I just got done with Act 3, but I'm going back and I'm replaying all of the quests to get 100% and get new champions and all that fun stuff. But yeah, so please, for future videos for Marvel Contest Champions, make sure you like and subscribe so I know that you enjoy this kind of stuff. Anyways, at number 8, it's Hawkeye Kate Bishop. I feel like Hawkeye Kate Bishop would be a really good addition to the roster. You have the regular Clint Barton Hawkeye. You also have him as Ronin. But why not Kate Bishop? They could literally go with either the comic book variant, or they could literally go with the Hawkeye Disney Plus series of Kate Bishop. Either way, they could just put in their Hawkeye Kate Bishop as a character. She's really big right now, and she's part of the Young Avengers, I believe the A-Force. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think she's a part of the A-Force. If you don't know what the A-Force is, that is the Women's Avengers. But yeah, but Kate Bishop is really big. She's the female version of Hawkeye. If you don't know who she is, but at the same time, I'll be surprised if you... I will really be surprised if you didn't. But I believe that she has a chance of getting in mainly because of the Hawkeye series, and she currently has her own comic book series out right now. I believe Hawkeye Kate Bishop is on issue number 2. I still need to read it, but I've been hearing good things about it, so I'll make sure to go check that out and read that at some point in the future. But Hawkeye Kate Bishop, I believe, currently is probably one of the bigger ones that would be a great addition to the roster. I'm now realizing that, like, half of this list... Like, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, never mind. I'm an idiot. I just misread something. Anyway, I thought I was the one above or I was the one under, and I'm like, wait a minute, that's not right. Anyway, at number 7, it's Lady Sif. So Lady Sif, if you don't know who she is, she's one of Thor's friends from Asgard and whatnot. She did appear once again in the Loki series. Hopefully the actress who plays her will, she'll be, like, in the comment, she'll return as Lady Sif, hopefully in Thor Love and Thunder. Maybe not, maybe she will, who knows. You do get Thor Jane Foster, Lady Thor, but Lady Sif, I feel like Lady Sif will be a great addition to the roster. I kind of like the, more unknown Marvel characters, but known Marvel characters to be added to the game, and also, the game has, like, 200, I think it's, like, 207 different champions. I feel like Lady Sif will be a great addition to the roster. You'll get the women up by one, but at the same time, while yes, you have another character with the swords person, no, it's not as bad as Super Smash Brothers, tee-hee-hee. But she's just a really cool Marvel character, super underrated in my opinion. I feel like she should get more loved. She's not in, like, my top 10 most favorite. It's just, whenever it comes to, like, side heroes, I think she's, like, really cool, and she's appeared in multiple different things. I know she appeared in the Superhero Squad at one point. She's appeared in the comics here and there. Of course, she's appeared in the Marvel movies, and she appeared in the Loki series. So hopefully at some point, Contest of Champions will go, yeah, let's add her in. Anyways, at number 6, we have Riot. Now, the Riot symbiote, he is a villain of Venom, but honestly, look at all the other symbiotes. We have the Scream symbiote, we have Carnage, of course we have Venom, but we also have Venom the Duck, which is like a Venomized version of Howard the Duck. You also have Venompool, which is like a Venomized version of Deadpool. I think we should get Riot, now of course he was from the first Venom movie in 2018, but even at that though, he does have his own comic book series, and I feel like he'd be a great addition to the roster because that'll give us another symbiote, because I know we don't really have too many of those, but he's just a really cool addition to have because of how menacing and evil he is. Like, you look at Carnage, that would make sense because it's like Venom's arch enemy, but Riot, on the other hand, I think is just one character that people just... If you watch Jeff Dunham, you'll understand what I mean by when I say people have a peanut moment. Just be like, oh, Riot, it's okay. He would be a cool addition to the roster, but here I'm saying it right now, he's in my top 10. He only made it to number 6, but I think he'd be a great addition to the roster, and that he would just be another symbiote added to the list, but at the same exact time, I feel like a lot of fun gameplay would come out of him, and I don't think people realize how good he would be. Like, he's gonna be possibly a strong A tier character, definitely not. Like, if you have God tier, amazing tier, mid tier, lower tier, they should never be in the game tier. He should be an amazing tier, or like not mid tier if he's mid tier, like top mid tier, but possibly amazing tier. Like, he would be a really good addition. I don't think many people realize that, because you look at some of the other symbiotes and it's like, yeah, well, what does Riot have that Scream doesn't? Sound. That's literally what he doesn't have. He doesn't have sound. While yes, that is effective to other symbiotes and fire in Contest of Champions, that doesn't affect them. Sound and fire does not affect them. But Riot, he's just a really strong character, just in like the comic books and in the movies, that people don't realize that he'd be a great addition to the roster, and he could deal some really powerful damage and some significant damage onto people. Like, he could literally be attacking people for like 181 hit damage, and like, even if he's a 6-star, Jesus Christ, he like maxed out 6-star, he could kill people, like, depending on how weak people are. Now, if it's like weak people, like if you go to Act 1, it's definitely 1-hit kill, but maybe he could hit people with like 4-hit, 5-hit kill instantly. Like, he is super good. If like you're facing someone with Riot and you're blocking them, and then you break the little block, they could go down to like 75%. It's really good. I feel like Riot could be a very well done character. Just people don't realize that, and I want people to realize that Riot would be amazing. Going into the top 5, we have Echo. Echo, she is deaf. I don't know too much of her. But I do know she only has a Disney Plus series coming out, and she was just in the Hawkeye series, but I feel like she'd be a very well character. And now, since she's in Hawkeye, I feel like people would go, oh yeah, Echo, she's the one that's gonna have her own Disney Plus series. She was in Hawkeye, and I feel like the more people know her, I feel like the more people would want her to be in Contest of Champions, which, of course, knowing Marvel Contest of Champions, they would add people in from the Marvel movies, the Marvel Disney Plus TV shows. Cough, Captain Carter. Oh, yeah. Anyway, that's someone who I forgot to add to the list. Captain Carter, fuck me. Anyway. But yeah. But Echo, I don't know, like I said, I don't know too much about her, but her fighting abilities in Hawkeye looked really good. I feel like she'd be awesome. Like, she could wield a gun and she could shoot. I'm pretty sure if she has a knife or something, like, she could just go at it. Like, I feel like she'd be very well skill champion, that she could just be fighting people. Like, her skill would be amazing. Like, I don't want to say as strong as Shang-Chi, but, and of course, as strong as Hulk or whatever, or Blade, which I just got today. I got a 3-star Blade today, and I instantly awakened his ability and got him to like rank 2, like half a level, whatever. But I think I'm like max level rank 2. But yeah, I did. Which, from gameplays I've seen with Blade, he's a really good character, and I definitely feel like if Blade can be really good, I feel like Echo could be really good whenever it comes to skill and fighting. Just make her moveset the right way, make her with the guns and the feet and the hands and the knives or whatever they want to give to her. I feel like they could do very well. I don't know if she has a superpower or not, but I feel like she'd be really good character to add, especially with the Echo series coming out and that she was just on Hawkeye. At number 4, we got Baron Zemo. Now, Baron Zemo is one of them that I want to win, mainly, once again, because of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, but he was also very well-known comic book character. He was on the cartoon series Earth's Mightiest Heroes, the Avengers, and he was super badass on that. Baron Zemo is just a super badass character that would be great in Marvel's Contest of Champions. He would be so good. Like, I'm glad that they put him in for Summoner's Choice. I hope he gets at least a pretty high, like at least top 5 maybe out of like all of the champions. I think at least top 5 would be great for him. Even at that, like top 3 would be stunning. Or even if he somehow someway wins it, I'll be super amazed. Because of course that's not who I want to win. But I mean, if I could go back and I could like choose, like, yes, I want him to be in the game. Like, I don't know how it's going on. This is only going to be my second time doing it. I did Summoner's Choice last year, and I completely forget about how they do it already. If you couldn't, like, only choose one from, like, certain categories or whatnot, then, well, like, how do you feel about X, Y, and Z character being inside the game? And then I could, on their, like, YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram, or whatever, like, I would say, yeah, I would love for Baron Zemo to be inside of Marvel's Contest of Champions. Book it for yes, or yeah, give him an extra point just so he can get up there. Like, Baron Zemo would be really cool, and I think his movesets would be amazing. Now, what would he be? I don't know. He probably wouldn't be skill, he wouldn't be science. I don't know what he'd be. I don't think mutant. Maybe mutant. I don't think mutant. Tech, possibly. I don't think so. Probably. I don't know yet. Maybe science, maybe skill. I'm not sure yet, but probably skill would be the best thing to go with Baron Zemo. But other than that, like I said, he's a really badass character. They really need to add him. He's definitely a character that I've wanted inside the game for a while now, and 2022 should be the chance that they're going with. Speaking of Baron Zemo, inside of Falcon and the Winter Soldier, number 3, Captain America Sam Wilson. Now, Captain America Sam Wilson, I was just talking to my mom about this last night, and it just dawned on me. I'm like, shit, we don't have a Captain America Sam Wilson in Marvel's Contest of Champions. If you don't know too much about the game, or like you're just starting, it's literally open up to the multiverse. Marvel's Contest of Champions literally have Spider-Ham in there. You have Miles Morales Spider-Man. You have the Hulk and Abomination Immortal from whatever the newest Hulk series was. In comic books that came out like last year, I think it was. It's really good. Like, it opens up to the multiverse, both in comic books and movies and TV series and everything. And like, just what they want to make out of that X, Y, and Z character. And I feel like Captain America Sam Wilson would be a great addition to the roster. Like, you see the Falcon with Captain America's shield, and then you're like, shit, I'm like, that's the Captain America Sam Wilson. Like, we want him. I feel like he'd be really strong. Possibly, I want to say he'd be a really good A-tier skill character. He'd probably more likely be a skill, because I think that's what the regular Falcon is. I think. I might be wrong. He might be tech. Skill or tech, I forget. I don't really pay too much attention to who has what, but I think it's skill. Falcon might have skill, but I think that the Captain America Sam Wilson will have skill. Definitely, there's no doubt about that, but I think that the Captain America Sam Wilson will be great addition. Once again, super popular with the comic books, especially with the Falcon and the Winter Soldier TV series, and the guy who plays Sam Wilson inside the MCU being rumored or confirmed to be already making Captain America 4, something going on with that, and the big thing about him becoming the new leader of the Avengers inside the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Like, there's so much going on with him. He's just such a great character. I feel like he would work out very well. Inside of Marvel's Contest of Champions, like, super well. Like, I think out of both my top 2, Captain America Sam Wilson, he's literally like the one that I feel like will fit in the roster best. Not for the reasons that I have the top 2 in, but normally, like, he'll just work out great with the roster. It would be another Captain America, but even at that, though, they would still be, He would just be so well. His skill set, his move set would be amazing. He'd be really OP 6-star. Like, he would be amazing. Like, look at the Human Torch. Like, whenever the Human Torch came in, I didn't think that he'd be good, but he is. I've seen gameplay footage of him. I don't own him yet, but I fought up against him before, and he's really good. So I feel like Captain America Sam Wilson might be one of those people that you don't think would be good once he comes into the game, but you play as him, and then you go, damn, it's like, he can do a lot of damage or whatever. Same thing with Riot. But Captain America Sam Wilson is just someone from a multiverse that we need inside the Marvel's Contest of Champions Battle Realm. Number 2, we have Quicksilver. We literally have Magneto and Scarlet Witch. We do not have Quicksilver. He's another pick that I want to win the Summoner's Choice. Why the fuck isn't he in this? Why the fuck didn't he join at the beginning? Why everything? Just why? Okay. Look, so Quicksilver, right? That's not the only reason why I have number 2. Why I have him at number 2. Another reason why is because he's literally like the Marvel version of Flash, and I feel like any DC game that you'd play, the Flash would more likely be in it. Because he's a super well-known DC fighter character, what the fuck ever. Quicksilver is literally like the multiverse version of the Flash. But I feel like Quicksilver would be great addition to the roster because they don't really have someone like super fast, and with Quicksilver possibly being the fastest man inside of Marvel's Contest of Champions, like, I mean, come on, like, he would be amazing. Just think of him as like a 3-star or like a 3-star through a 6-star, and be like, what would be his big like 3 special? Like, he'd be really, really good. For the game. He'd be super, super good. It'd just be like, whoa, like, he just ran at me, punched me inside of my chest, and I flew backwards, or something, who knows? Who knows what he'd be like? Like, he would literally run at you, run through something, and then be like, oh, whoopsie, like, I was too fast for you, sorry you couldn't catch me, or something, but he'd be really, really good. Like his one special, he could literally just do rapid fire punches. Like, that'd be him. Or if he would do something, like, he would just be, like, super fast. Like, if you dodge backwards, that's not what I'm looking. Yeah, if you dodge or, evade, then he'd just go, like, you could see him, like, go super, super fast, but, like, you could see his, like, you see, like, how fast I did that, and, like, the little squiggly line thingies, like, where I'm moving my finger right now, and you're seeing, like, the little, like, oh, yeah, he's moving, like, really fast. Like, I'm not moving it fast, I'm just moving fairly quickly, but the little outshades of me going up and down, the little things on the ends of them saying, wow, like, just imagine that being Quicksilver, like, that'd be really good detail. And that's not only why some of these champions, that I just named would be great just for those reasons. I feel like the details that they put into the champions would be amazing. They put great detail into this game as it is. Just adding these 10 more champions, 12 more champions, or whatever would be really great. And I feel like Quicksilver would definitely be one of them that would be like, wow, the attention to detail on him would be amazing. But my number 1 most wanted character, and I was reading the reviews and the updates for 2022, like a few months, like last month at some point, and they mentioned about Galactus the Devour coming in. I went, holy shit, my dream came true. I'm like, Galactus the Devourer inside of Marvel's Contest of Champions, great. But another person who I wanted in this game, because it said 2 new Spider-Man villains, and of course he's going to be in Summoner's Choice, so he has more percentage of a chance of losing, but people might still vote for him. I know I want him the most, and that's number 1, the Hobgoblin. The Hobgoblin is literally the only Goblin that hasn't made it in besides from the demo Goblin, but the demo Goblin is literally like the Hobgoblin. We have the Green Goblin, we have the Red Goblin, and that's pretty much it. I feel like Hobgoblin is just very well-known Spider-Man villain that should be in the game. Oh, yes, he is a copy of the Green Goblin, just looking at him inside of the video games, if he even was in video games. I think he was, in the comic books, especially the comic books, and all the different variations of him, and also, like, some of the old cartoon TV shows. Hobgoblin is just a really, 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 really sick character. I feel like he'd definitely be, like, okay, the attention to detail in him would be amazing. And not only that, but he's like the one Spider-Man villain that I don't think we have yet. Like, I can't even name you one other Spider-Man villain besides from, like, maybe Alistair Smythe. Oh yeah, Alistair Smythe isn't in the game, but even at that though, what can Alistair Smythe do that can make Marvel's Contest Champions go, yeah, let's add Alistair Smythe in. Like, the attention to detail on him would be good, but I feel like the attention to detail and the way of the movesets of the Hobgoblin would be 10 times better than Alistair Smythe. Like, Hobgoblin is the biggest real threat to Spider-Man that everyone's like, oh my god, is Spider-Man gonna live or is Spider-Man gonna die whenever he fights Hobgoblin? Like, he's just that one villain that isn't in Marvel's Contest of Champions that I'd probably rank up. That'd be a strong S-tier champion that everyone would go, we need him at his strongest, let's awaken his ability, let's get him fully maxed up, and no matter what star he is, because if he's a 6-star champion, which I literally have, I don't have any 1-star, I don't have any 6-star champions, I don't have one singular 6-star champions, I literally have 2 5-star champions, literally, throughout my entire career as a Marvel Contest Champion person, I re-downloaded the game on my new phone, which I have right now, and I've never had a 5-star champion. I got one not too long ago, but I also have Daredevil Hell's Kitchen as a 5-star champion. They're like 2 of my strongest, so I want more champions that is 5 stars. But I feel like Hobgoblin as a 5-star would be very well. He'd be super strong. He'd definitely be S tier. While yes, the Red Goblin is super good, I feel like Hobgoblin would be like the strongest goblin that there is, stronger than both Red Goblin and Green Goblin. Even though Red Goblin is taken over by the Carnage symbiote, very well comic book actually. Like, you think, spoiler alert if you haven't read it, but at the same time it's a comic book, so I don't give a shit about what I spoil or what I not spoil whenever I read them. Because I honestly don't. I will literally say that in front of whoever. Like, I do not give a shit about spoiling comic books. It's literally just my opinion. Like, unless it's really good. If it's really new. Like, I work at a comic book shop. So unless if someone's going to buy it and read it, I'm just going to be, like, giving my opinions on it. Or if someone's thinking about buying it, I'll just give my opinions. And then if they go, nah, it doesn't sound interesting, I'll be like, okay, so X, Y, and Z. Like, Batman Reptile, super good comic book. DC's phenomenal at comics right now. But I was just talking to someone, like, Batman's cape in that, he's really good. I only read issue 1, so I don't know anything that's going on. If someone spoils it for me, I don't give a shit. I really don't. But I just can't wait to read what's gonna happen, or, like, I can't wait to see what people's thoughts are or whatever, but yeah. Because comic books, that's like you can read at any time. Like, you just go over, you can pick one up, and then you can just buy it. Like, movies, on the other hand, and TV shows, it's like, if I don't see it in theaters, I need to wait until it's out on an app, or if it's out on DVD, then I have to go and watch it, and that whole thing. So, that's why I don't spoil movies and TV shows, because of that reason. But whenever it comes to comic books, it's literally, I can go to a comic shop whenever, and I can pick it up, or I can just go on Amazon and pick it up. Like, I don't have to wait for it. It's literally like that. That's why I don't care for spoiling comic books. But in I think it was Amazing Spider-Man number 700 and something, Green Goblin, Norman Osborn died. But then the Carnage symbiote, I think he died, I can't remember, but the Carnage symbiote then went on to him, and then he became Red Goblin, and then I just read that, and I'm like, dude, that's fucking awesome, because he was super powerful, and they made him super powerful in Contest of Champions. But just imagine what they would make, Hobgoblin like. Hobgoblin is one of the, I feel like Hobgoblin, besides from Red Goblin, is the strongest Goblin, especially when he's in his demo Goblin form. His demo Goblin form is pretty strong, but I rather prefer the Hobgoblin. Hobgoblin has been a Marvel villain that I've always wanted in ConVerseKid Champions, so he's literally my number one choice. There's no doubt about that. Hobgoblin is so good. Like, I'm honestly surprised he's not in the game already. Like, he is so good. He should have been in the game from, like, near the start. Or, like, sometime in the future, like in 2018 even. Like, I don't know. Like, he should have been in the game. He just showed straight up in the game years ago. But it's just a wonder that they don't have him in now. Because they also don't have Bullseye in the game, which I'm very shocked at. But even at that, though, I'm like, I want Hobgoblin more than Bullseye, and more than Agatha Harkness, and more than all these people. Hobgoblin is not my favorite Spider-Man villain. That easily goes to Electro and Mysterio. Mysterio, Master of Illusions. Electro, he's just so fucking good. Like, just his electricity powers and the way that he'll literally suck up electricity no matter where it's at. And the stronger he... Now, granted, I think the more electricity he has, the more he can blow up. He'll probably blow up from absorbing too much energy. Sorry for those of you who never watched The Amazing Spider-Man 2. That's literally what happens. That movie came out in 2016. Whatever. Anyway. But yeah, like... It's just... so well. Like, I love Electro, I love Mysterio. They took a while to add Mysterio in, but they finally did. So I think this is the time where they add Hobgoblin. Like I said, he's the only if you really think about it, Hobgoblin is like one of the only Spider-Man villains that isn't in ConVerseKid Champions. Besides from Black Cat, I might be wrong. Black Cat might be in it. She might not. I don't think she is. But besides from Hobgoblin and maybe Black Cat, like, Hobgoblin's, like, the main one that I think a lot of people want. Like, no matter what. I think a lot of people would want Hobgoblin more than Black Cat, honestly, by the way that he'd play as, and, like, the way... Like, you look at Seaton, of Manhattan, or whatever his name is. Seaton ConVerseKid Champions or something. If you know who I'm talking about... Yeah. Seaton ConVerseKid Champions, I think his name is. Anyways, he plays ConVerseKid Champions as well. He's one of the guys that I started to watch from all those ConVerseKid Champions, and I feel like he would like Hobgoblin, mainly because of the fact that, like, you look at Hobgoblin, he would be super, super powerful, and if he'd be, like, S tier for... if he'd be S tier, then I think Seaton would be like, yeah, sure, like, this is the guy I want to make up. Because honestly, Hobgoblin isn't even in the game yet. Like, I don't give a shit if he's like 3 stars. If that's like the lowest Hobgoblin goes to, I will literally rank him up and become one of my top champions. And I would probably use him the most. Like, he is so good. Like, and same thing with Mysterio. Like, once I get Mysterio, he's going to be one of my top champions as well. He's just going to be so good. But, Hobgoblin, out of my top 10 list, he is my all-time favorite. This video went on for like 38 minutes and 34 seconds. People are going to probably be like, what the fuck, it's a top 10. How could this be 30 minutes? That's exactly why, because my ADD kicked in and I'm a big comic book fan, so I'll go on, I'll talk about that and the true reasons why I want people to be in it. So before I go any longer with this video, before it becomes like 40 minutes or something, 40-minute video, Jesus Christ. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Please leave a like and comment down below and let me know who you want, who's like your number one all-time most wanted Marvel's ConVerseKid Champions character that you want in the game. And please subscribe. I'm gonna be releasing some more Marvel's ConVerseKid Champions videos and whatnot, because I can't play the game on my phone and then record. I don't know how to do that unless if someone does. I just don't know. I do not know. Anyways, thank you all so much for watching. Leave a like, comment down below, let me know who you want, who's your most wanted Marvel's ConVerseKid Champions character. If you want to add me as a friend on Marvel's Contest of Champions, I'm going to put my name down in the link of the, not in the link, in the description down below. So make sure you subscribe for more content, because I will say this, Nexter's movie theories episode 2 will be dropping probably tomorrow. And I forget when I released that, but I'm gonna drop it tomorrow. I'm thinking about doing one like once a week, like once every other day or something, or whenever I get the time, if I come with the new theory, because my second episode is gonna be my theory for the Fantastic Four and what is the future for that. Also, like I said, later on in the year, I'm gonna be doing some comic books. I'm gonna be sharing with you my comic book storylines. So, yeah. So that's all. That's my top 10 list. In fact, here, this is it right here. Top 10 champions I won in Marvel's Contest of Champions beginning point. That's right. Like I said, it's at the beginning of 2022, right there. Beginning of 2022. I'll do one once again at the end of the year. So Silk, Firestar, Hawkeye, Kate Bishop, Lady Sif, Riot, Echo, Baron Zemo, Captain America, Sam Wilson, Quicksilver, and my number one most wanted, Hobgoblin. Like, if he doesn't get in the game, I'm gonna be highly upset. But then honorable mentions once again. Spider-Man in gray suit, and then Agatha Harkness. But yeah. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. Please join me tomorrow as I present to you episode 2 of Nexter's movie theories. Peace.